Hi Cancer, welcome to your weekly forecast for February 3rd through the 9th. We're going to connect here and see what is going on in the week ahead with this lovely deck here. And then we're going to pull a love message for you guys from this deck here. You guys know I typically keep love separate from the weekly forecast. Sometimes it comes up, but it is February and we do have a love theme, so I am going to pull a love message. Let's see what's happening for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising in the week ahead. All areas of life. Here is your Monday, Tuesday. Here is your Wednesday, Thursday. And here is your Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So Cancer, right off the bat, we have the Fool, okay? We've got major arcana energy here. You guys have heard me say this. Those of you that watch my videos, when we have the major arcana cards come up in a reading, it's telling us that we're coming into a significant time of change, a significant cycle, a significant crossroads, okay? So when we have major arcana cards like this come up, even though they're coming up for us in a like Monday, Tuesday format, this is something that's going to be happening for a while. So whatever's happening Monday, Tuesday, Cancer, it's going to be going on for a while. And the Fool card is about marching to the beat of your own drum, going in a new direction. A lot of the times when the Fool card comes up, it lets us know we're about to make some changes that our friends and family might not understand. They might think that, you know, we're completely doing a 180 and we're just shaking things up. And for Cancers, I know a lot of you, sometimes that Cancer energy could be more about like stability and like there's a comfort in routine, but many of you are feeling that it's time for a change, like a significant change, a significant breakthrough. And so the things that you're deciding to do in the coming weeks and months may not make a whole lot of sense to a lot of people, but you're feeling guided and you're feeling led to make these changes. The only heads up that I can give you when the Fool card comes up, my darlings, is that you want to make sure that you calculate before you jump. Like, you might be feeling very led to do something and you may be very passionate about doing it, whether it's jumping into a new relationship or you know, doing something in terms of like starting a business or leaving a job or doing a career change. Make sure that you try to prepare yourself so that you're setting yourself up for success as much as possible, right? And a lot of the times too, it's like, don't wait until the last minute, until you're like, oh, I just can't take it anymore. I feel like I have to do this. So for some of you Cancers, actually for the majority of you, I feel this is the message, is that Monday, Tuesday, you're getting this inkling, like you're getting this feeling of, I think this is what's next for me. I think this is what I want to do. And the Fool card is saying, don't wait so long until the desire gets so strong that you just go leaping into it because you can't wait anymore. Start doing the preparation. Set yourself up to succeed. You know, don't go into it blindly. Go for it, make the change, but don't go into it just kind of willy-nilly. Be prepared. And understand and know, Cancer, that, you know, your thought process might not make sense to a lot of people right now, but you're moving maybe more intuitively, right? And nothing wrong with that, as long as you're using your logic to think of like how you can set yourself up to succeed. Like I said, for some of you it can be a relationship, some of you it can be some new idea or a career change. It's going to be different for different ones of you because you guys have different value systems. You guys have different areas of focus right now. Not every single person is exactly the same. So sometimes it can help watching your moon sign and rising sign video to get a little bit more energy, like personal energy messages. So next we have here the Two of Wands. This is contracts and this is decisions. So right off the bat, Cancer, I feel like what is happening is somebody's making you an offer. Okay, for some of you this could be romantic, right? There could be someone, they're like, oh, Valentine's Day is coming up, I don't want to be alone, and that might be giving them the motivation to step to you, or you may be doing that for somebody else. Or it could be in a situation in terms of you know, you're in this Fool energy, right? Maybe you're getting ready to leave a job, or maybe you're getting ready to leave a relationship. It feels to me like, Cancer, though, whatever this is that you're wanting to walk away from, they're not wanting you to go, and they may be presenting you with an offer to hold on to. Okay, so like I said, if it's like a job that you're quitting, or if it's a relationship, whatever, when you're in this energy where you're getting ready, you're like, you know what, I think it's time to go. Be prepared for them to counter back at you with some kind of an offer to try to get you to stay. Okay, they're kind of realizing now that they need you, or that they haven't been doing enough to keep you happy. So there's some offer being offered to you. The only thing you need to be careful of, when Two of Wands comes up, it lets us know that there's something in the fine print. There's something hidden between the lines that they're not telling you. Right? So if it is a situation, in a work situation, they might be saying, oh, please don't leave us. We're going to go ahead and give you that promotion, or we're going to go ahead and give you that raise. But then when it comes down to it, you're thinking, oh, finally, I got ahead, I got ahead, and this is good. I'm getting what I deserve. What they don't tell you is that promotion or that raise may come with 2 times more work. And you're like, whoa, even though they gave me a raise, now the work is so much more that I'm still underpaid, still not being appreciated. If you receive a job offer midweek, Cancer, this makes me feel like maybe don't be so quick to just hurry up and jump on the position without getting a better detailed understanding of what the job responsibilities are going to be. You may be able to negotiate a higher salary. You may be able to ask for more. So in other words, Cancer, whatever's happening midweek, you're receiving an offer, and you might be getting lowballed, and it's going to be up to you to maybe weigh the options here and speak up and say, well, wait a minute, I think this would be more fair. I do feel that some of you might be beginning some kind of business venture where you're going into an agreement with someone. Either you're investing in something together, like going into a property together that you're wanting to invest on. I'm getting a sense of fixing up a house or something. Maybe somebody's talking you into buying a property with them, fixing it up, selling it, splitting the costs. It could be any kind of business, really, but I'm getting a sense or a feeling of like building something and then selling it. Two of Wands says make sure you have things in writing, and make sure that you go into the details of what is going to be whose responsibility and who is doing what, because otherwise you might find yourself with a lot of the work on your shoulder. Even though you're going into it thinking you guys are being partners, like it needs to be clearly defined who's doing what, who's putting in how much, who's responsible for what. There needs to be really, really, really looking at the details before agreeing to something midweek. Your Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, my darlings, you have the High Priestess. In this deck, it's referred to as the Vulnerable Woman, but major arcana number 2 is the High Priestess. Now, I looked in the booklet to see why they call it the Vulnerable Woman. I was wondering if the creator of this deck maybe had kind of an extra meaning for this card, or if they were interpreting this card a little bit differently, but it's pretty much High Priestess, but it's just called Vulnerable Woman. Those of you that you watch my videos, you have heard me say, Cancer, that when the High Priestess comes up, it's a time of very, very, very intense energy. So be prepared to be pursued, and be prepared to be pursued persistently, okay? So like I said, this is why that message came up for you midweek. Don't be in such a hurry to accept the first offer, because you might be desired more than you realize. Whether it's in a love situation or work situation, you may be able to hold out for more. When it comes to love, when I see High Priestess, I always tell whoever I'm reading for, you need to be cautious, because your chakras are opening up and clearing and aligning. You're connecting with your higher self. You have a lot of powerful, powerful healing energy flowing through you right now. You have a strong sense of intuition. You're tapping into your spiritual gifts and abilities. And so this makes you very irresistible. It makes you, virtually magnetic. And you will have people rushing at you very persistently to be near you, to be around you. But just because they're being persistent, it doesn't mean they're ready to handle you. And it doesn't mean that they truly understand your value. I always say this, you're like a candle in a dark room, and the moths are just rushing at you. Do the moths have respect for the flame? Do the moths have an understanding of what the candle is? No. They just know they want to be near it, and they go rushing in, and sometimes they get burned, or they can't handle it, and they pull away, and they come back. So it's that kind of a dynamic, right? Like, they want to be near you, but they may not understand you just yet. They may not be ready for you just yet, Cancer. And so that's something you need to keep in mind, Me personally, if I'm pulling cards around a situation, or if I'm pulling cards around like somebody new I'm getting to know, and the High Priestess comes up, I'm like, oh, they're not ready. They're not ready for this. They're not ready for Amethyst. So they can kind of be on a friend level, And if they show up at some point, showing that they're ready, then by all means, go ahead. But if you think you're just gonna play around and have fun, oh my darling, because when you're in High Priestess mode and you give of yourself physically, like energetically, in like a physical intimate situation, they will begin courting you energetically. They will feed off your energy. So it's going to require like cord cutting consistently, sea salt baths, saging and smudging yourself. If you have time for that, by all means, go right on ahead. But this is just telling you to be selective. Not everyone or everything presented to you is ready for you. And it's going to be up to you to ask the questions, to do the homework, to do the research, to figure out, okay, this company or this relationship or whatever, like, they really want me, but are they ready to step up the way I need them to step up? It's going to be up to you to do the examining to determine that, Cancer. Okay, it's going to be up to you. Let's go ahead and pull your love message for the week. And guys, I encourage you to watch your moon sign and rising sign, because these are general readings. So it might help a little bit more. If you would like to have a private reading, I do have a special announcement about that. If you want to, hang out for that at the end. Okay, so your card here, and again, I encourage you guys to look at the cards and see what it's speaking to you, what's jumping out at you, what it means to you. Now, we'll see what the symbolism here maybe is when we turn around the card. But for me, when I think of like Native Americans, or when I think of Native American culture, I think of being very in tune, being very intuitive, being very connected with nature, being very connected with spirit. And it also gives me a sense of like honor, like just honor, loyalty, values. That is what I think when I think of like a tribe, or people who live a tribal lifestyle, or have tribal roots. There's so much about like, tradition and honor, and respect for family and ancestors, and coming together and helping each other. That's what I think of. But you might have a different connection, you might have a different connotation. So I invite you to take the symbolism however you feel. We're going to go ahead and look at the message on the back. And so here we have the leader. Behave nobly and take a leadership role in organizing events that put you in the best position to. It says, the one you want has gone astray, so take control and lead the way. Your proud example is the cure. Your words and actions will endure. Share your wealth and weather with all, for one who leads must follow all. So, again, like I said, it's going to be up to you what you want to do and how much you're wanting to give. This is kind of giving me the idea of the whole thing of like people treat you how you teach them to treat you, or how you say it's okay. So like I said, just because somebody or something wants you, they may not be ready for you. So you have to set the tone, Cancer. It's going to be up to you to set the tone, to set the bar, and they're going to have to step up to that, right? Almost like a rite of passage. They got to go through the rite of passage to be ready for you, or to, you know, prove that, you know, this is something that's going to be beneficial for all involved and not just for them, right? Because you don't want to be giving and giving and giving and get drained and stripped, you know. Again, watch your moon, sun, and rising sign. That could be helpful. If you would like a private reading, guys, I'm so excited to announce I'm having a sale on the 60-minute videos to celebrate the fact that I've hit 88,000 subscribers. I cannot believe it. This time last year, I was barely at 20,000 and I was in disbelief. So thank you. Thank you so very much. So the 60-minute videos, people have been saying, please do another sale on the videos. And last time I did a sale on the videos, I was booked like 3 months out. I burned through 2 phones because to record so many back to back and upload them, it was just, I burned out phones. I wasn't ready, but I think I'm ready now. I think I have better equipment, and I do want to celebrate and say thank you for 88,000 subscribers. So the 60-minute videos are almost half off. They're usually 150, but I'm going to do it for 88 for the next, you know, maybe week or so. We'll see. We'll see how long I keep it going, but I do want to offer that discount as a thank you. And if $88 is still too high, I understand, guys, but I do have other readings that are much less. So if you click on the Calendly link, you can see the different reading options and find something in your price range if you feel that you do want a private reading. Don't forget to check out the channeled angel messages. Those are linked in the description. February love readings will be up in the next couple of days, so hit subscribe if you haven't already to get a notification when that gets posted. And if you like the weekly videos but you want something every single day to keep you going, be sure to like and follow Amethystangellight on Instagram and Facebook, because I post a card there every single day, a daily message, and then I do a fun little pick a card game later in the day where I post 3 cards. You pick the one that's calling to you, and then you get to see what card you picked and what message you picked for yourself. So you get two card messages a day on the social media. So please support there if you haven't already. I thank you guys so much for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. Have a fabulous week, my dears.